Hi, I'm Amy Tuininga. I'm the director of the PSEG Institute for Sustainability Studies at Montclair State University, and I'm really happy to tell you about a relatively new internship program that's growing really rapidly. It's based on sustainability, and sustainability touches just about everything in our lives, from clean air to fresh, clean water and fresh, healthy food, sustainable economies, stable economies, and also diversity and inclusion across all of these. The United Nations addresses sustainability through its 17 Sustainable Development Goals, and they touch on many of those topics. We also categorize them according to rough topic areas such as society, environment, and economy, or people, planet, and profit. Our program brings students from all different disciplines together to address sustainability goals. So we partner teams of students together with corporations and other organizations, and the students together, coming from different disciplines, address deliverables that the companies give us as they apply to be part of the program and host the teams. And these students, the program bridges classrooms to careers because it takes what students are doing individually in their individual classes and helps them to realize how they can apply that collectively as part of a team in real-world situations in their careers going forward. We have transdisciplinary teams, meaning that students learn not only how to apply what they know in their own field, but also how what somebody else is learning can apply to a group project. So we have groups of students that partner with corporations, like we see here, PSEG, Public Service Enterprise Group, PGIM, Prudential Global Investment Management, Sustainable Princeton and Princeton University, and Earth Friendly Products. And these companies and organizations all hosted teams of students over the past couple of years to address sustainability issues. We're housed at Montclair State University in the Center for Environmental and Life Sciences, a gorgeous new LEED Gold building that just opened in 2015. And we have really creative, innovative spaces for students to do group work. And this helps the companies because the students have a place to go and work, and the company doesn't have to find a place for a student to sit and then have a student sitting there idle or photocopying while the person that they're interning for goes off to meetings that the student's not invited to. So these students are trained and have space to work in this beautiful building. In 2016, we launched the program with 35 students serving 7 corporations. And we piloted having a couple students from another university come from Rutgers Newark. So we had 33 Montclair State students and 2 Rutgers Newark students working together on 7 teams. And they were supervised by 3 graduate assistants and 2 staff members. In 2017, we grew. We had 9 teams. 7 of them addressed sustainability challenges for corporations, and 2 served municipalities and nonprofits. We also included in 2017 peer teaching assistants. So these were students that had served on the teams in 2016. We were able to expand the program through a partnership with New Jersey HEPS, Higher Education Partnership for Sustainability, where we built an affiliation agreement whereby other academic institutions can partner with us for the purposes of allowing their students to participate in our program. And so the universities that participated in 2017, we had 10, were mainly New Jersey based: Rider University, Kane, Fairleigh Dickinson, Ramapo College, Rutgers Newark, the College of New Jersey, Princeton University, Rutgers New Brunswick, and our sister school from our sister city in Austria, Graz, Uni Graz. We worked with many different hosting organizations, many of which are Fortune 500 companies and global multinational corporations like PGIM, Prudential Global Investment Management, ADP, Honeywell, Bristol-Myers Squibb. We are hosted and partnered, long-term partners with PSEG, Public Service Enterprise Group, who's been a longtime supporter for our institute and our university, and many other organizations that hosted student teams over the past 2 years. Our students are trained on a number of different kinds of topic areas, and this includes things like hard skills, sustainability science, quantitative skills like return on investment and cost-benefit analysis, life cycle assessment, as well as some of the softer skills in communications and reporting, and professional development skills like resume building and communications through social media, professional communications through social media. Students also learn about the social aspects of sustainability through interaction with diplomats and the United Nations. So we learn about global sustainability and also careers in sustainability through a variety of different individuals that come and talk about their careers, from small business to large corporations to government organizations like municipalities and state government. Students work together to build their team building skills, and so they're confronted with a number of different kinds of challenges and opportunities to engage and have fun and learn how to work together as a unit. Some of these include things like the Marshmallow Challenge, and others are more fun and free opt-in kind of options at lunch like yoga. And then we also build on communication skills through some improv activities. We have experts come in, subject matter experts in a variety of different topics that come and talk with students. Some of them own their own businesses, some of them work for government, and some of them work at the hosting organizations. And then we celebrate failure and success, because in order to be successful, it's really important to get over the fact that you're going to fail. And if you only fail once in a while, it's maybe a big hurdle. Or if you only fail, it may be hard to think about getting beyond that. And so we just celebrate failure, and we move on to success, and we celebrate that too. Our students work together to provide a lot of community service, and many of the organizations they serve are those served by the corporations that are hosting them. The kinds of community service that our students do involve things like serving at community gardens that provide vegetables and fresh vegetables to food pantries, to literally cleaning up the streets in the city of Newark together with the mayor, to working at pet shelters as well. Students go on a lot of field trips, and some of them involve community service as well and volunteering, like volunteering at the United Nations or at the E-Prix, the first Grand Prix for electric cars in Brooklyn, New York. And then many of the field trips are also hosted by a lot of the companies. So one team went with their company to Mar Terminal, another team went to Covanta, another team went to the Salem nuclear power plant. Then the students also work with their company. They visit the organization about once a week for about a half a day and share some of the progress on deliverables. So they're getting project management experience as they're moving along, and get some feedback from the companies. So here you can see students visiting Sabert and Honeywell, PSEG and Cox Printers in Linden, New Jersey, Earth Friendly Products, and getting a tour and learning how things really work so that they can understand how the work they're doing really fits the company and the culture. Human Scale, the City Hall in Newark, and the top of one of the buildings that PGEM owns in Newark. What do the students do? Well, they actually work on these projects and they produce the deliverables that I mentioned, things like life cycle assessment and carbon footprinting for the companies. But they also help with projects like reporting on the Global Reporting Initiative, or building databases, or building out plans for employee engagement to engage more of their employees in sustainability initiatives. This teamwork occurs on site at Montclair State and in meetings around at the various organizations that are hosting. So you can see that they're mapping out their plans and they're actually doing practical application work. And then they have the outcome. So each team puts together a comprehensive report with an executive summary and a PowerPoint presentation and a TED-style talk that's given to the corporate stakeholders and many other academic stakeholders at the end of the summer. The things that they produce are things like the life cycle assessment or the cost-benefit analysis or the competitor analysis or reporting on the best practices for sustainability in certain areas. So these things are provided to the organization that's requested them. And some of our other outcomes are some of the amazing things that our students have done since leaving the Green Teams program. And we have a lot of stories where students have said that they're able to move forward more easily because of the experiences that they've had in the Green Team. So when they go for an interview, they're accustomed to the corporate culture and the kind of pressures or the kinds of questions that might be asked. They're accustomed to kind of the way that they should be dressing. Our students are getting internships at a variety of places like the United Nations, the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection, but also many organizations like UPS and Future Stay and AeroFarms, so many companies. Our students are working in permanent positions as things like business integrity associate, data analyst, environmental scientist, sustainability coordinator, environmental and engineering consultant. And so they're getting these permanent full-time jobs, as well as moving on to grad programs and professional programs in things like law and sustainability and policy management and computer and interactions, human-computer interactions. So students are able to go on to a variety of different paths, either in graduate or professional work, an additional internship, or a permanent position, with this as a very firm stepping stone on the way there. The stories that we hear from some of our students are things like, well, Amy, I applied for an internship before I came to the Green Teams program, and I didn't have anything to say at the interview. So it was a very short interview. After the Green Teams program, I couldn't stop talking, and they brought in more people to talk to me, and I had an offer before I walked out the door. We have other people say that they were able to navigate the corporate culture and figure out who that they needed to contact and to whom to write a letter or an email and how to construct that message in order to contact someone to get a foot in the door. Some of the other successes coming out of the program come from the deliverables and the things that the companies are telling us. And so the products that we're giving them and the reports that we're giving them, we hear sit on their desk. But they sit on their desk because they're referring to them daily. They use the products. They've implemented some of the infographics and some of the things that, many of the things that the students are producing are used on a daily basis. So the companies are happy. 100% of our students have said that they would recommend the program. And the organizations that come and observe this are also speaking very highly of the program. So we're ready to expand. We have many deserving students that are really looking for a position, and we're ready to help them, but we need some additional funding to be able to place them. And we'd invite you to come find more information on our website at www.montclair.edu/csam/ISS for the Institute for Sustainability Studies. Thank you.